Who would have expected this score line at this moment? I wouldn't. So that's
Luis Enrique had Bradley Barcola, Zaire Emery, Mayulu, all warming up to the right-hand side of the PSG bench. Assets coming on, but bigger picture, bigger question, who do you take off to find the balance needed to get back in this game?
What's up, Caldwell? Duo will chase towards the corner flag. The coach for Paris Saint-Germain corner here. TV will make his way across to the far side to take it. Marquinhos coming forward from the back. Ronaldo in there as well. TV with 2 assists in the tournament so far.
the weirdest thing in football is currently happening. What is all of this? Who would have thought PSG was going to be that far behind that quickly?
Over the top. One cheers from the Chelsea fans who seem to be dominating the crowd here at MetLife Stadium, certainly in terms of the noise being made.
I guess the question is, Luke, is it fatigue or is it frustration? Because similar to what we saw against Bayern Munich, they are chasing quite a bit defensively without the ball. The difference, Chelsea's punished the mistakes of PSG in transition moments.
Cole Palmer chasing forward. Rolls it through.
What is going on? What in the world?
Crowning the king, Cole Palmer. What a first half this has been for Chelsea Football Club. Third goal of the tournament after his double, his first start for Chelsea against his boyhood club, Fluminense. Refused to celebrate out of respect. Malo Gusto, a constant presence down this right-hand side. But the weight of the ball with that left foot from Cole Palmer and the deftness of the chip. 6'6" chip. Donnarumma trying to stay as big as possible until the very last second. But that ball perfectly weighted. You can go right, you can go left, and he goes right over the top of Donnarumma. Fantastic goal from João Pedro once again.
It's third of the tournament.
I honestly do not know what soccer is these days. What in the God's green earth is happening? First.
Paris Saint-Germain with clean sheets in 7 of their last 8 matches heading into the Club World Cup final. Cole Palmer with 2 goals and an assist. João Pedro has his 3rd Chelsea goal. Here comes Nuno Mendes with a net through. Goes off Chilwell and Sanchez with one. We're told
3-0 before the half. Chelsea is literally out PSGing PSG. That is unheard of, unseen. I have no clue what's happening. You gotta be kidding me.
And Chelsea has exposed every flaw that we didn't know PSG has had.
Bradley's pulled forward. Guerrero with a challenge. He gives away the foul. That tackle on Neves. Pedro scored twice as Chelsea beat Fluminense here in the semi-final. They won 2-1 against Palmeiras and Philadelphia in the quarterfinal after scoring 4 against Benfica in the round of 16.
Dude, there's no comments for this. Yeah, and I have it tied. And I have a connection with both teams, but I did not expect it to go this crazy this early. It is a complete 360 from everything that we talked about. This is unseen, unheard.
The intelligence, the technical ability, the athleticism, they checked every box in this first half.
The ball from Moraldo is picked up by Vitinha. From Neves. Wide for Hakimi on the far side. The space there for Achraf Hakimi.
All right, let's see if. Oh, Sanchez is playing a hell of a game at this moment. He's earning his paycheck. He's making a lot of Chelsea die hard. Ooh, that was kind of close. Robert Sanchez is definitely making people now talk.
Being all in PSG's favour and everything they've accomplished, it was also talked about the fact that they, in their run to the
Ça, c'est pas possible. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici avec Paris?
some big English teams, the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, they beat Manchester City and Paris back in January as well. But today, they have no answer so far for Chelsea.
I have no clue. Go upstairs. Go. Yeah, so typically I don't have both teams that I support playing at the same time, but this is one of my favorite team giving my other team an ass whooping. Unseen, unheard. No one would have expected this type of game at this moment, this badly. This is madness. This is complete madness. Yeah, there's the PSG defense is sleeping big time. And Cole Palmer is literally doing whatever he wants.
Sanchez with the high ball forward. Palmer
And honestly, from all you can see, I do not know what soccer is anymore. This is madness.
Dembele has two-way making the run down the right side. He won't be able to keep that running for 60 seconds or so away from the half-time whistle here at MetLife Stadium.
Right, so Maresca took a risk, Lou, because this is the same formation. The only change Leandro left on the bench, Juan Pedro, in the starting 11 with Reece James sitting in that midfield with Enzo and Moises Caicedo. That lineup on the day ended up losing 3-1 to Flamengo. When it was all said and done, Nicholas Jackson coming on 3 minutes later, leading Showdown, and they were marked down 3-1 at that moment. A completely dominant performance.
This is complete madness. Man, I did not know. No one, none of us at this point know what soccer is because this is. Oh my gosh. But I guess with that say, we'll take a quick break and try to see what the heck just happened because Chelsea 3, PSG 0. First half, complete dominance from Chelsea. Dembele on unseen, unheard, high pressure, none. Cole Palmer is doing whatever he wants. I don't know. Sounds like the EPL might be a little scared now at this moment because the way Chelsea's playing at this moment, if that's the same fortitude, the same aggressiveness, they're going to be playing all season long next season. I think Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal has problems, but also for PSG, now they have a lot of questions to ask. At this moment, is that what happened and how do they plan on fixing that? Because my goodness, this is an awful look. But just like the players and everything else, we'll take a quick water break and I will be right back. Maybe trying to make a sense of what is happening. But now we all know, all of us that have watched soccer certainly have not expected that. But let's see what the second half holds. Eh, ça c'est vraiment étranger pour tout le monde. My oh my, what Chelsea is showing us now these days, it's unthinkable. Especially me as technically a fan of both teams. As we all know, PSG is a little bit closer because it's my hometown team, and Chelsea is my adoptive team. But and I was definitely expecting more of a closer game, right? So it actually showcase both of the teams that is very close to me. But Chelsea pretty much has shown and giving us a complete whooping of Paris Saint Germain, which I don't know who in their right mind would have gone against PSG other than the player, the coach, the staff, and the team associated with them. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what is going to lead to. But Gusto has definitely showed us, yeah, defense wise was awful. And how can you just let Cole Palmer all by himself? Yeah, and if we're just looking at the lineup here, as you can see, Baraldo, Mendes, Wheels pretty much got dog walked the first half. And as you can see here, pretty much what it opened is that Vendiha here is all by himself. Not only tried to cover Enzo, but he's also trying to cover Casado. He's also trying to cover Jao Pedro and Neto and Palmer all by himself. That definitely will have to change. And I wouldn't be surprised if either Beraldo or Mendez pretty much are subbed out or change position. And Neves was added in that shot. He's almost non existent. So that will be another one that they will have to take a look at. And they definitely will have to. Um, Guy Scalia, he's been even more of a ghost than Dembele. So these three guys, if PSG wants to have any chance of coming back, any chance of doing anything productive, Due Dembele definitely will have to come in and show us what they got. But also, let's not forget also on the bench, PSG do have Zaire and Bradley Cole, Barcola that can actually be huge game changer for PSG. But now the question is, will the coach put them in and how early? My expectation is Barcola and Zaire Emery to put a little bit more youthness to it. But now the question is, does Kimpembe Kama actually will be the one that can help PSG? So it looks like we're about to kick off at this moment here. Let's see how much changes have happened at this moment. But it is a complete ass whooping. Excuse my French, no pun intended. But man, I would have never thought it would have been that bad. And it looks like there have not been much changes just yet. Marquinhos definitely will have to have that the talk of his life to tell, ask the players and everybody else what the heck are they planning on doing now for the second half because this, yes, it's showing for Chelsea that they are, you know, they're on for it and looking for it. And you also have to, so yeah, so it's all credit to Chelsea at this moment. They did what they had to do. And let's see if they can come fired up again for the second half. But definitely someone has to wake up on PSG side and also cover Palmer. Because right now Palmer, he's gonna get his hat trick. And now the biggest question after that is, the EPL is going to be in trouble. EPL is going to be in trouble because if they let Chelsea come into the season just like that, I don't know if there's many teams that will be able to beat them, which I won't be complaining at that stage. But let's see the second half kickoff and what's going to happen on here. But my oh my. All right, so there we go again. So I did the people directly on the field, the people, the coaches, staff, and the team itself and their fans. Not many of us would have expected it to happen this bad, this much, this early. So let's see what's going to happen now. Let's see if the coach, mastermind, that's where the coach will earn their paycheck. Either you settle your team and you make sure that they can add one more, or that you help them kind of settle the game and making sure that PSG does not get the momentum that we all know that they can have. And it looks like the high pressure of Chelsea is still happening here, which is playing what PSG's has been well known to do, well do. And as you can see here, Dembele has to drop back all the way down to kind of try to create a pass. All right, so let's see if Mendes now put more space. Let's see if he's pass. Oh, there you go. Chaloba Mahomi to put a heavy foot on it, and he were able to cut the pass from Fabian too. Yeah, so this is interesting, very interesting game. He turns it, shoots it. Oh, Sanchez did a flop, but he got lucky. All right, so PSG got a shot on goal. Sanchez did a little blooper here, but it still got saved by his teammate, and a bad settling for it looks like. Yeah, and I would have loved to be a fly on the PSG locker room to see what kind of speech they received, because I'm sure it was not too pleasant. Well, at least you will hope so, because that's definitely not the type of game that they want to play on. So it looks like PSG is doing a lot more of the attacking on the left flank. And I think that's the first time I saw Kirsia on TV since the first half. All right, so that's the foul. Looks like the frustration now is starting to show a little bit. Pedro is frustrating the PSG defense. All right, so in the meantime, as Chelsea setting up here, make sure you like, subscribe to Mo Football TV, because there will be a lot more watch along of actually PSG, Chelsea, European soccer, but as well grassroots soccer in the US, all the way to the center stage of MLS, USL, and all of the leagues across. So make sure you get yourself situated and ready for a lot of fun conversation and a lot more talk. There's the great pressure from Chelsea here. They definitely are not letting PSG set up, build up, or try to actually move to the midfield. So take note, people, take note. Everything you expected from PSG, Chelsea is doing it and they're doing it even better. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But if PSG wants any chance of lifting that trophy, they want to start having shots on goal now and see what they can do. Let's see if India here can do something, but forcing passes to Dembele is not going to help you whatsoever. It looks like Cole Pullman is doing some defending, and they have to run back to the defense for a reset. Looks like India is definitely getting a lot more involved now. And it looks like now Chelsea's definitely setting up on a low block now as they're trying to get a little bit more pressure from PSG. But as you can see as well, too, Dembele is again that far back out. And the passes are sloppy, and Casado is doing what he does best, clean up work. All right, I see Due is finding something to do. And he crosses it, and then Billy, oh, and Sanchez is doing another stop. He's getting his. I don't know if Chelsea wanted to get rid of Sanchez. Now they're going to have some second thought because he has saved Chelsea big time. And an awful cross here from who? But yeah, you definitely will have a little bit more respect for Sanchez because he's doing his thing. He's certainly keeping Chelsea and definitely wants that clean sheet of his. All right, so now Chelsea is going forward. I don't know what Malo Gusto is doing all the way there, but he's pretty much playing like a outside mid. And now Pedro is showing what he got. Step over. Nice battle. All right, Pedro is going to be a menace in the EPL. All right, PSG resetting from the back. I don't know if you. All right, so now Dembele makes the run, but to nobody. Straight across and nothing. All right, so let's see if PSG can try to get one back. And Malo Gusto is doing his thing right there. All right, oh, crossing the box, and Richem clears it. All right, shots far from target. Sanchez is not scared. Yeah, nothing to worry about Sanchez on this one. All right, so things getting more interesting now. Pedro is going 1v1. That get up. He's trying to sell that PK a little bit too much, and the referee did not fall for it. All right, so 55 minutes. PSG is still trying to get that very first goal. That will make it a bit interesting game, but the way Chelsea is playing in defense at this moment, I'm not too sure PSG will be able to unlock it. We'll see. Those are some bad dribble. Oh, Reed James is not happy. All right, so can Chelsea hold on to that lead, or will PSG can make a comeback that you would not have seen from for a very, very long time. But at the same time, the game's never over till the referee said so. But time is fading away very quickly for them. And I was hoping for maybe a little closer game. All right, so let's see a little bit time wasting. Oh my goodness. Things are getting very interesting here. Chelsea's holding on very well to their lead. PSG still trying to unlock it. No luck at this moment. All right, Barcola is coming in now. The question is, who is he going in for? Yeah, Barcola was non-existent. He fell asleep. And which I'm not even sure if it's fell asleep or something else, but yeah, he was non-existent. And Barcola is what he does best. Sorry, Calcedo. All right, so they run for Pedro and nothing. All right, great defense from Chelsea, absolutely. And the shot from and it's far from Bendia. Bendia is definitely have shown a lot more from the second half at this moment. It looks like he's getting a little bit more freedom. That one's very close for comfort, which it looks like Sanchez had a touch on it, so it's going to be a corner. And it looks like Enzo is down. For a little bit. And oh, there you go. That was so close. Pedro is now doing not only his goal scoring job, but he's also playing defensively. And he definitely saved that one. All right. So adding another Brazilian. Looks like Enzo is done for the day. Yeah, let's be honest. It looks like Chelsea's also. Yes, it is true that one of my team is going to win a trophy, which I guess is not too bad of a situation to be in. But at least I would have expected to be a much better game. So it's going to be sad for my hometown team if the score holds to that, but also it's going to be one to celebrate for the other. So you know what, I will just sit there and you know chill. But having both your team playing is stressful, my friend. It is stressful. Oh, is it going to be a corner or is it going to be a oh, going to say a goal kick? PSG has definitely shown a lot more live um towards this second half, but if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, being a lot more live now doesn't mean nothing at all. All right, and those of you that are watching as well MLS, make sure that you tune in at 7:15 Central Time to watch along with me for San Luis City SC versus Portland Timber. It's going to be another interesting game to see if City can bring that back and at least win one at home while I'm watching. So they've done it last time, so hopefully they can do it again. And if that's the case, maybe I will just stay home for that. All right, so yeah, Americans love finals and big stage things. So it's good to see a lot of people at the stadium, and $250 for a final. I don't think that's not too bad to watch one of the youngest EPL team and talent from player to player, and watching the European champion getting their ass whoop. It's not a bad price to pay. All right, so let's see. There's a counter from PSG. Slow it down. Waiting for Vindia to see what he can make. Nunez back to defense. Yeah, it looks like Chelsea is like completely defend mode right in the middle. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders that were getting ready. Cucurella is doing what Cucurella does. And it looks like what he's doing is it gave now everybody else a blueprint of what to do with Chelsea, sorry, with PSG, is to make sure that you are in the front foot against them. You press them early on so you don't let them be as comfortable as they are for the game. And it looks like that's what happens here. Then after that, be extremely strong defensively, which they have shown at this moment that PSG, even with all of the flair and the attack that they have, Chelsea is built for. Looks like as Malo here, crossover as a right back, and he was all the way. So pretty much what Malo is doing now is what Hakimi is known for, and that pretty much. And Malo is taking a shot because why not? Yeah, so this is starting to look a little bit interesting. All right, so everybody, so yeah, so I will be cutting this short, not because of the score line or anything like that, but have some business to handle. So just thought I'd jump in at this moment and do a little bit of recording while I watch the game at the same time because this is madness. 3-0 Chelsea. Paris Saint-Germain beating the European champ at its game. It's something else. But with that said, if you're ready, make sure you like, subscribe, and join me at 7:15 Central Time to watch St. Louis City SC versus Portland Timbers. But other than that, enjoy the rest of the game. I will see you soon. Peace.